Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com and today I have a collective haul for you all. I've been a couple places, I've done a couple online orders, so I wanted to bring it all together and show you guys what I've bought recently. I shared a little bit of this over on Instagram, over on Patreon, but I wanted to do one final wrap-up video here on YouTube for everyone to see what I have, what might be upcoming, and all the fun shout outs I wanted to give to some small businesses. But to get started, I recently went to the Dollar Tree for the first time in a while, and this is since they did their price raise to $1.25. So now everything there is $1.25, and I wanted to see what was still worth it. So I went through, you know, they had a lot of cool stuff. Like a lot of cool stuff. I do wish it was still $1. Obviously that's a much better deal than $1.25, but I do think some of this stuff is pretty great. So if you want to see more of what I think's worth $1 still at Dollar Tree, or rather $1.25 at Dollar Tree, check out on Instagram. I made a whole reel sharing a bunch of products, some of which I already had, so I didn't want to rebuy, but you can check it out over there. But I did buy a few new things, specifically mostly Halloween and fall things. So let's dive right into it and get started. These are more of a home decor than a craft piece because I don't have an intention to make a craft project with them. But these were so stinking cute, I could not leave them behind. This is a set of wooden mushrooms. They're 8, and you guys might remember from Vlogmas, but I actually have a winter woodland themed for my apartment for Christmas time, and I thought these would be so stinking cute for that. I also keep like little houses as decorations across my apartment, and again, so stinking cute. They're all the same shape and size, but I could paint them. I could do so much with them. Had to have them. They also had some other stuff there. So they had pumpkins, little pumpkins. I didn't think they were as cute as the mushrooms, but you do get 8 of these, and I thought that was well worth it. Next up, I'd been eyeing these for a long time. I believe they had them back when everything was still $1 as well. But I finally bought some of these craft clamps, and I'm actually going to open these with you guys. The reason I wanted them is because most of my traveler's notebooks, maybe I won't be opening them. Need some scissors. Most of my traveler's notebooks get easily damaged by a binder clip, which is what a lot of people use to keep their pages open while they're working. So I thought these would be good to see how heavy duty they actually are. Okay, that's a pretty firm grip. As you can tell, it is squishing my finger quite a bit. This might also damage, but I do like that they have the edging on here so that it doesn't mark your page with metal, which some of my binder clips easily can. So let me grab an empty traveler's notebook here just to test. So say you're working on this middle page but wanted it to stay open. I was thinking you could take, similar to how people use the binder clips, you could take 2 of them, put them across the seam, and it would stay a little bit more open than without them. This notebook's open on the seam itself, so let's try a different page. So you can see that page is kind of fighting back, but you could either put them on the page opposite that you're working on or on the spine itself. So I might do a test on a currently being used traveler's notebook, but so far, and this is one of my thinner traveler notebooks, but that was my original use for them, also to hang stuff to dry. I've been wanting to do some painting lately, so this would be a good way for me to hang something to dry off of my paper rack or something, so that way it's off a surface that my cats can get on. Because if you guys have ever had cats ruin an art project, you'll know a paw print can change some things about a project. So I did get those. And then moving on to the fall items, once again, I went through their little section that they had out front, and I had to get some things. First off, you guys might remember I did a short review in my June 2022 wrap-up video about the rub-ons from Dollar Tree. I love them. I love the way they go on. They're so easy, so smooth. I thought these were so stinking cute. I do have some stuff from Halloween previous years, but this actually coordinates with a lot of it. And I want to do an actual comparison, but I'm pretty sure these cat designs are pretty much word for word exact copies, but much larger than the other items I have from that collection. But you can't go wrong with stars and bats and things. So at the very least, a lot of stars I could use, and the cutest little pumpkins. Can't go wrong. Love their rub-ons. Next up, I'll have to turn this one over so you guys can see. I bought some foil stickers, and I rarely buy these because I never use them, but there's 25 pieces, and these are all cats dressed up as different Halloween outfits. So we've got skeleton, Frankenstein, a witch, a werewolf, Day of the Dead, a devil, pumpkin, mummy, vampire, lots of vampires, another vampire, a little ghosty, and then some repeats of some of the designs as well. I just cannot get over these. I think they are so stinking cute. There's some better colorization, but you can tell they have silver foil as the background, but they are so stinking cute. I just had to have them. Maybe those will be for cards or something. I'm not 100% sure, or maybe I'll buy my cat's outfits this year, but either way, I could not say no to them. Had to buy them. And then lastly, for the fall items, I got these three-dimensional, mostly not three-dimensional stickers. I just really love the idea of pink pumpkins this year, and I loved this little ghosty. I don't think I have any non-traditional Halloween stuff, but again, I want to make Halloween cards this year, so I'm hoping some non-traditional Halloween or even Thanksgiving cards, because there's some collections that use some Thanksgiving stuff that's in the pink region. But I thought these were super cute, and I could not leave them behind. So this is a non-fall item. It's just in the normal section for their rub-ons. And again, still Crafter Square. As you can see, they did change the logo for at least the fall items to that. But I thought these were so cute. I haven't tried their gold rub-ons yet, so this will be another test. But I assume, although these are very dainty, as you can tell, here I'll do a little close-up. They're very dainty, but the other seashell rub-ons I did were also dainty, so I'm not too worried about that. Sorry about the reflection, the black background doesn't really help. You can just see the camera that's filming, but I really am excited to use these as well and see how they look. But that was it from the Dollar Tree. So just a couple things, a lot of fall stuff. Really excited to try some of those out. Moving on, the next item I actually purchased are from Scrapbookcom, and it has been a super duper long time since I've ordered from Scrapbookcom. But as many of you guys know, my birthday's in July, and they do send birthday coupons, so it does pay to actually sign up for all these scrapbooking emails. Although tempting, I did end up using the coupon because I hadn't bought in a while, and I saw a couple of things that I did want. But first, I'm going to start off with the freebies this month. And let me move this out of the way. The first freebie I saw was this one, and I wasn't sure about it. I'm excited to try it. So it's essentially a 2-item stencil. So you have a flower set and then the leaf set that goes around it. As you can see, they're 6x6. So you can use the flower on its own. You could use the leaf on its own, but it's going to have the missing parts from the flowers. So I'm going to try this out probably for a card. Let me know if there's anything in this haul today you guys want to see me use. But I've never used a 2-step stencil before, so I'm excited. I have some color options in mind. I also am thinking about doing just a mixed media version of a 2-tone, because you can see here it says ink, paste, paints, pens, and more. But I want to also try an inked version because I really need to get back into using some of my ink colors. But I'm super duper excited to have actually put this in my basket, because at first I wasn't going to, even though it was a freebie. I just thought I wouldn't use it, but now that I have it, I really like the style of it. I think these flowers are pretty cute, and I just really like it. Next freebie was this little snowman guy. They were doing a Christmas in July promo, and I don't own anything from the Colorado Craft Company yet, so I'm super duper excited to have this little guy. I like especially that I could make this into a beach snowman if I wanted to, because he's almost wearing a sun hat style hat. So that might be something that'd be fun, taking stamps and making him a little bit different. So here is the information. It is called Sweet Snowman, and there are dies you can buy with it as well. But how cute is that? And it's a small stamp set, but perfect for a little greetings card, especially if I make some Florida-based snow cards this year. And then the final freebie, which luckily they do put liquids in a bag, so you don't have to worry about them in the shipping process with your other products, was a Scrapbook.com Pops of Color, which is similar to Nuvo Drops. This is actually a glitter one. Let's see, the shade is just Glitter Copper. I think it's very pretty. I actually just did some copper pages. I should have pulled this out, but I hadn't filmed the haul video yet, so maybe I'll go back and add them. Let me pull it out actually, because it's right here. I think they would look really pretty on this page. So I did this page over on Patreon, but I used copper obviously, so maybe this will be, maybe I'll go back and add some, because I do have the glitter copper stars as well, so this would be a good addition. So I might have to do that right after this haul, but I haven't tried any of their products in a long time, so I'm really excited to see what their Pops of Color is all about. So those were the freebies that also enticed me to place an order. This is where the freebies came in. In terms of wanting to place an order, the main reason was for this right here, which these are the I slide them down. The Heidi Swap inserts for the larger albums from her, what is the collection actually called? The story chapters? I can't remember what she calls this, but I wanted to open these. They do look slightly different. Yeah, storyline chapters. Okay, I got part of it. I'm still have not really started scrapbooking this year yet. I haven't really started last year yet either, except for the Traveler's Notebook I shared with you guys. But I have a lot of repeats of the other album cover designs that she has, so I wanted to get some other ones. So as you can see, this is part of the chapters line. So it's really about flat scrapbooking, which working on my Traveler's Notebooks, I loved that medium, working flat, but it was quite small. So I'm hoping this will be a better option for me if I want to continue to do projects like that. It gives me some more space to put larger photos. And I really loved the striped version and then this mixed media one. This one feels like it doesn't go as well, but I'm just really appreciative that all of these have blank pages, because you guys might also know that the Joann's line, their in-house line, also made versions of these, but a lot of them have lines inside or grids inside, but they sort of copycatted the patterns in terms of having stitched books like these that go into the chapters albums. So I'm excited to have ones that are chapters, and that I can use and mix and match with my other ones. So excited to have those, and that was the main reason I wanted to purchase, because these are very hard to find nowadays in terms of the ones that fit into the larger albums. Then as I was perusing, I wanted to hit the free shipping. I wanted to, I had to spend enough to actually use the birthday coupon, because they do have stipulations for that. But I did find this little guy, and it's a Simple Stories sticker book. And I believe I've said this on my channel before, but I didn't want to buy any large sticker books before finishing another one. So a small one seemed like a happy medium, where I'm really close to finishing some of my sticker books, especially with how much planner content I've been posting over on Instagram. So I thought I'd treat myself to this one, because why not? And I have a lot of vacations I need to document, like a lot. I am so far behind, and I have plenty more trips to come. So I thought this would be a great addition. I don't know if it's actually from the Let's Go collection. I'm not familiar, but I did want to open this up for you guys and show you guys what's inside. Now, unlike the other sticker books, this one actually is just all flat stickers. There's no special treatments or like anything like that. So hopefully we can do a full flip through. So the first back page here is almost like those stamps you get in a passport. I absolutely love the designs. And these are almost a pure white border on all of these, which I don't particularly love, but I can work with. Here is the license plate page. Again, super fun ideas. I loved it. Little small subtitles or titles for your pages. Phrase stickers with a matte background. I absolutely love this idea. I absolutely love all the phrase stickers. So perfect. Here are some luggage tag inspired pieces. Again, I love layering pieces like these. Smaller bits, tabs, more tabs, little labels for journaling or dates, some tickets, some luggage tags, underrated accessory for travel, some little icons. Route 66 was another one for me, because my dad and I hit Route 66 last year, and I'll actually be hitting it again this year with an upcoming trip. So be sure to follow me over on Instagram to see more trip content, because that's where I tend to post that. A small alphabet, which I'm not super excited about, but I could use it all on one page if I wanted to, almost treat this like a pattern paper instead. That's one option. Then we have our circle section. Love that there's two different sizes. Another alphabet. Not fond of this alphabet as much, but I do love the color of it. Also, I'm missing one of my dots for my eyes. That's very tragic. And then the final page here is some buggies, suitcases, and then plain windows, which is so stinking cool as well. But I really, really loved it. It's definitely more than I usually pay for sticker books. I usually love a good sale. This one was on sale, but I thought I could just splurge on something that I really did love and would get a lot of use out of. Then I made the mistake of not reading the product description exactly, but it sounded really cool and I wanted to try it out. And these were the Heidi Swap page protectors that are for what they consider panorama photos. So essentially they're fold out page protectors. So let me show you. There's two different sizes, as you can see on the back here. I've never printed a panorama photo before, but now I'm excited to to see how it goes. So this is the first one that has the small flap. So essentially you have one big 8.5 by 11 flap on the left and then an extra 4 inches on the right. So you don't have to put an actual panorama photo, but this will help you fit them into the albums. Or you could do an interesting flip pocket. So either way, I can get use out of them. But there's one size, and let me grab the other size so you guys can get a better idea. And then this one's even crazier, so it's got the flip out, which is actually double. So you have two 8.5 by 11 pockets, one on each side, that you can put things into. And the load section on these is actually, let's see, this side's at the top, and this side's very stuck together. Okay, phew. So they're both top loaders as well, which I know some of them, like some of the Project Life ones, have different load sides, but these ones are all top loading. But I thought it'd be super fun and exciting to try something like that out. But I did think it was for a smaller size, but it says 8.5 by 11, so I should have known it was for a 12 by 12 album. But we can move on from Scrapbook.com, and I will move into a small shop. So some of you guys might know if you follow me over on Instagram, I actually went on a road trip recently up to Maine and had a blast up in Acadia. And some of you might not know, even if you're from the area, you might not know, there is actually a scrapbook / quilting shop, mostly a quilting shop, on Mount Desert Island, which is where Acadia is. So I had to go. It's in Bar Harbor. It's totally walkable from downtown Bar Harbor like I did, but I had to get a few things because anytime I see a small shop, I'm like, I have to be in there. I have to go. And the first day I saw it, it was not open, so we had to go back on a different day when they were open, but they put everything in this lovely bag, and I probably would have bought more had they had a larger section, or if I wasn't flying after to get home. But I did buy a few things that I think you guys will like. Now, most of them are Maine specific, but that's okay. What's really cool is that they do design some of their own stuff. So you'll see here at the bottom, it says Fabricate, which is the name of the store. So you can go to mdifabricate.com to find out more on where you can get some of this stuff. But they also carry other products like these. So this is by Scrapbook Customs, and these are Acadia stickers. So I had to get them, of course. I just really like this one. So stinking cute. And I love that they just say Acadia all over. And of course, Google Maps. On the back side here, I really, really liked this one. So this is an arrowhead shape, which is actually the shape of the National Park logo, in case you didn't know. And some of these are just so stinking cute. Let me see if I can open them to show you a little bit better. They are cardstock stickers, which is super nice. But there's a little close-up for you guys. And again, these ones are Scrapbook Customs, and they had a ton of these. After I got back, I looked for more Acadia stuff on Scrapbook.com because that's when I placed the order. But I actually found that they carried these as well. So if you can't find them online, definitely try to Google so you guys can get them. And they just pop right out there, as you can see. So I'm super duper excited to scrapbook the Acadia trip. And then, like I said, Fabricate has designed their own papers for Bar Harbor, for Maine, for Acadia. So I had to get a couple. So there's this one, which is called the Shore Path at Bar Harbor. And it shows the, not the skyline, but, you know, the view of Bar Harbor there. But I bought it for this side, which is actually the map for the plans of Bar Harbor, which I think is so cool. I love maps, just absolutely love them. So this is part of an old sort of planning day. So you can kind of see Main Street here. And then if you've ever been there, this is like the main town. And then Acadia is like down here past it. Similarly, Bar Island's over here, which we got to go cruise by when we did our nature cruise. You know, we've been down to the wharf. We've been through these places. So I wanted to get it. I don't know how I'll scrapbook it or if it'll just be like sort of like a title page in an album, but I really, really loved it. And I like that it's old and not necessarily new. Like I could print a similar, well, a more up-to-date map on Google Maps, but I really, really like these historic ones. So I had to pick that up. Then I had to pick up this one, which is actually Mount Desert Island. So this is, again, an older map, but you have Bar Harbor's actually up here. Similarly, you have the Cranberry Islands. This is where the Harbor Head Lighthouse is. So kind of situate yourself if you've ever been or if you want to go. You might have heard of some of these things. But I really, really had to pick this up because it has some of the other places we went, like Echo Lake, Jordan Pond, all these places. The mountains are up here as well that we hiked, which would be Cadillac and Door Mountain. So I wanted to make sure I had you know, just over this overarching thing. And it's almost like a souvenir in a way to get something like this. And these are from different years. So this is a 2019 True Northeast collection they did, and this is the main guide 2021 collection they did. So if you're looking for it, go to their website. I'll have everything linked down below from everything I've shown today, but I wanted to show you guys these specifically. The back side of this is actually Eagle Lake and Witch Hole Pond carriage roads, which I could have bought 2 of these papers, but what I think I'm actually going to do is just use both sides and just mark them with like little stars or stickers, because we actually went to Witch Hole Pond, which is not necessarily a popular hike, but the carriage roads are very notable because they start at the visitor center and then go all the way around. But it was exciting. They had a lot to read about the carriage roads. Again, I can do more videos about Acadia if you guys are interested. Just leave me a comment down below. But we did go to Witch Hole Pond, and again, similar view to what we had. And we didn't go over to Eagle Lake Pond because we ran out of time that day, but it is something we drove by, so wanted to make sure I had that as well. But super duper cool that they make these, and another reminder to support your local businesses when you can, especially when you're traveling. Always do a little search, see if there's any scrapbook stores or crafting stores. Like I said, this Fabricate is mostly a fabric store and quilting store, but they do have scrapbooking supplies, so I had to grab some. So then I wanted to get one other thing, and this is from the Outdoor Adventures from Cartabella. Just a plain green gingham on this side, but then you flip it over, and I fell in love with this paper. As soon as I saw it, I knew I had to have it. Many of you guys know that my dad and I started traveling to the national parks last year. We are going to travel to 2 more national parks this year, so that'll be 5. And we've been to a lot of these, slash will be, but we've been to Zion. We're going to Yellowstone. We've been by the desert monuments. We've been to, you know, these sort of generic state parks and national park ones. So I'm super excited to have these and to use them because they are so beautiful. I love the artwork they did for this, similar to like those vintage postcards they sell. But overall, I'm just overjoyed. I got to buy a couple things from them and find them when they were open because I wanted to make sure to support a local crafty business while I could and while I was there. But that is it for this haul. Thank you guys for sticking around. Again, all of the products will be linked down below if you guys are interested, and all of the small businesses and my affiliate links will be linked down below in case you guys are interested in shopping anywhere else that I've shared. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment down below if you're interested in seeing any of the particular products I've shared today. But that's it for today's haul. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys!